Hey, I'm Lauren, sales manager here at Radioworld, and with me today I have Jerry Heels from Heels Marine Electronics Installations. And I wanted to talk to you guys with Jerry today a little bit about installing your electronics and what Jerry does if you don't feel capable of doing it yourself and you want to leave it to a professional. So Jerry, tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're located, what your season is, all that info.
Yeah, I'm located in Barrie. I have an installation company that I install all kinds of marine electronics in boats. I usually start shortly after the boat show, which is fairly normal, or as soon as the snow is starting to melt. That's when customers start to get ready for the season, and they get on the phone right away and set it up to get it to me. It's an extremely busy business. It goes all summer long. I'm normally done, near the end of the season in September. This year, I still have a couple of boats left to do, and right now we're in December, just before Christmas. So
yeah. Okay.
It's been a steady year.
So you're available as long as you have clients, basically.
Absolutely, yes.
We'll need some installing done.
That's
okay,
correct,
so
yes.
that's good.
Yeah.
So what would be the typical type of boat you would work on?
I think the most of the boats that I do are your typical fishing boats. That are up to 25 feet long or in that area, and again, mostly fishermen. I do installations of battery chargers, batteries, of course. Again, like marine electronics, for sure. I do bilge pumps, I do power pulls, I do talons, anything to do with marine electronics.
Right, okay. And so typically it would be more that smaller boat, under 25 feet, the fishermen, I assume bow riders, that type of thing as well?
Yes, absolutely. Pleasure crafts, but in the smaller version, being in the 25 or under range.
Yeah.
But yes, that's the main line of boats that I have, and it's just a steady flow of boats of those sizes.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know we've sent people to you in probably the busier season, like early summer and you book up pretty fast, right?
Yeah, I'm always booked about 3 to 4 weeks ahead. So what I do is when somebody wants something done, I give them a date to bring the boat in. The boat is locked up in a locked compound, so it's completely secure. The boat comes up, and then I just put it in the lineup and get it done, and then call the customer can leave the boat with me if they want, again, because it's in a locked compound. So it's very easy to be able to, you're comfortable leaving your boat with me, and then I get it done, give you a call, come pick it up.
Right. And what's the best way for people to get in touch with you to book an install?
Yeah, you can email me is usually the best way, because then I have a paper trail of exactly what I'm doing, so that I know I can converse back and forth, and we can talk. Then we can talk with each other over the phone. That's easy as well. So we know before the boat comes what I'm doing, so that I'm sure that I have all the parts waiting. I normally have everything in stock and waiting within reason. But the case is, if I know ahead, then I'm absolutely sure. In other words, if I need a different bracket to put your unit on when I know the configuration of your boat, and I don't have it in stock by chance, then I can order it. It'll be there by the time the boat actually arrives.
Right. So when someone contacts you outside of the boat and the electronics that they're putting on, what other type of information do you like from them? Like how they want it mounted, pictures, that type of stuff?
Well, in most cases, in all cases, I want to meet the customer. I have the RAM mounts there. When, for instance, if someone said, I have an HTS 12 that I want to put on a Lund, a particular model of a Lund, I know the model of the Lund, I'll have the mount waiting to show the customer where it's going to go. And Lauren, in a lot of cases, customers just say, well, you're the expert. You put it in where you think. What I like to tell people is, I'm going to put it in the way I would be fishing with it. And that's exactly what I do. Is when I set the unit on the boat, when the customer says, I have this model that I want on, I put it the way I would want to see it on the boat. Of course, the customer's decision is the final one, but there's some cases where I can't put a unit on where he wants it, and I come up with a different way, and there's always a way to do it. It's just a matter of I can build a bracket. If I can't get one to fit, I'll build a bracket to make it fit. In most cases, some instances I've had a couple guys bring me 216s and say, do this, and I say, and it won't happen because the bracket there isn't a bracket available from a manufacturer that I can just use.
Sure.
So, and you can't make something that's not going to work.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
And then what I do when it's done is I set the unit up the way I ask the customer if he's familiar with the units. And if he's not, which in a lot of cases they're not, I set the unit up as if it was me going out to use it.
Right.
And it's exactly the same way that my units are in my boat. I set the pallets up the way I like it. And I cannot remember a customer saying, I didn't like the way you set it up.
Right.
So then he can play with it if he
Sure.
wants, but in a lot of cases, these customers just love to have the advantage to have somebody that does fish and does have a boat with the sonars on, likes them set up that way.
Yeah.
And they've been great that way.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. No, that's good. That's also part of the installation and setup is, customizing the unit. There's a whole bunch of different features in there that don't come set as the default. Like, for instance, on the GPS, the north up. We can change that to heading up and make mapping a whole lot easier. So that's the type of stuff that Jerry can do for you. One thing I know that from our experience of referring customers to Jerry is, we have people coming in all the time. I've got a 18-foot boat and I want to put a 12-inch screen on it, but I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what mount I need. So what we'll do is we'll sell them the unit, but when they get to Jerry, he can figure all that out, and he does a great job of that, determining, yes, we can use this ram mount in this location and won't block the view, won't do anything like that. He does a really good, professional, clean job on those things. And that kind of brings me to my next point, and you've already mentioned this, but if for some reason we overlook something in the sales process and miss an adapter cable or something like that, Jerry does stock a lot of product for many different brands and a lot of universal parts as well that he can sell you while he's doing the install, so it doesn't delay him and delay you in getting your boat back. So again, as Jerry mentioned, he likes to be contacted through email. You can send him all the information that way, that's best, and then he can reach out to you through a phone call to discuss things. So we're going to put his information up on the end of the screen for this video, but thanks for joining us, Jerry, and hopefully you have a good season in 2021.
Very good. Thanks a lot.
No problem.